Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Odyssey Bride's Diary. So today's video, I'm going to be doing our embarkation day for MSC World America. And if you don't know, MSC World America is MSC's newest cruise ship. It is also the largest. It is comparable to MSC World Europa, as well as World Asia. So here we are going through the Port of Miami Tunnel. And obviously you're going to be coming out of Port of Miami if you are on World America. So the terminal is always going to be Terminal AA, which is the one that you have to go to. And there is signage if you're going to be getting dropped off or if you need to park. So in our case, we parked in that AA garage. And I'll be showing you the process of dropping off your baggage to the employees. And do not worry if you forget your luggage tag or printing out your luggage tag. The porters there who are grabbing your bags for you, they do have those available to print out and they put them on your bags for you, which is super convenient. Now to park in the parking garage, it is $35 a day. And it's kind of pricey, so I did notice that the parking garage wasn't as full as a cruise terminal parking garage usually is. And maybe that's because of the price. But like I said, it was a super convenient process. Now, fun fact, MSC's new terminal can fit up to 3 cruise ships. So MSC recently built their terminal and it is the largest in the world. Now, I did Google that. If I'm wrong somehow about it being the largest in the world, don't come for me, but basically in Port of Miami, it is the largest terminal. And there it is. Up ahead, I'll be showing you how beautiful it is on the inside and the process of going through the cruise terminal. Now today is just figuring out the ship, showing you all the different areas, not focusing on one specific area of the ship, but just showing you our day as we're walking around and finding our way around. And there it is in all of its beauty. And this is us entering the parking garage. And you can see there the porters loading up the bags. Now, what I think is really cool is they have flavored water all around, which is a really nice touch because in Miami it's hot and just, you really work up a sweat with these bags and all that and heading to the port. And those are the rates there. And now this is the elevator area here. You can see how empty it was. At this point, we already dropped our baggage off to the porters. We actually didn't park. We just pulled over to the side where they were all located. And we dropped our luggage off. And then we went ahead and found a parking space. Now it is level 2 that you have to go to enter the port or enter the embarkation area. And they do have the area for yacht club members, Aria members, and then just standard. And we did have the Aria package, so we entered through our specific entrance. Now it is good to do your check-in online on MSC's app ahead of time. That way you can get the check-in process over with and it's more smoother and you go through quicker. So you can see here, if you choose the Aria package, you do get that priority check-in, which is nice. Usually it is super quick. And I just love the touches here of the MSC's port area. They do have these LED screens everywhere, including the ship, and you'll see that up ahead. But I love it because they can change the scenery. And it's just so beautiful and clean. All right, so here we are heading to the ship now. And there's that another flavored water area that I was talking about. They do have lemons in one, orange in another. It's just super refreshing. And if you need to, for whatever reason, wait here in the terminal, they have plenty of seating. Now I'm guessing if you show up too early or ahead of your time. For instance, our check-in time was 1:30 and we showed up like 2 p.m. And like I said, it was a really smooth process. I know a lot of people like to get on the ship super early. Now, let's say your check-in time is at 1:30 p.m. and you show up at 12:30. I doubt they're going to turn you away. They'll probably just check you in anyways. But you do run the risk of them saying, okay, you're going to have to wait. It's not your turn to check in yet. It just depends on how backed up they are in the debarkation process for the other people that were previously on the ship. So here we are. We have our welcome aboard sign. And we're making our way onto the ship. So this was a little side entrance here, and here we are entering the main area here of the ship. And they have this beautiful chandelier here, and it reminds me of the Swarovski crystals on the staircases of other MSC ships. I have to actually Google that to see if that's made out of Swarovski crystals, because I do know the staircases are. And that chandelier definitely looked like it. So up on the roof, they do have the LED screens that they change. And you'll see at nighttime, they have a different aquarium scene, which is beautiful. And in these videos, I'll be showing you the different scenes that they have. So this was during the daytime. They had the sea turtle going across. It had a stingray, just different marine life. Now in this area here, they do have all of your shopping needs. So you have your luxury boutiques, you have the regular gift shops. You also have the chocolatier area here, which is amazing. I'll be showing you that up ahead as well, a more detailed look and some cool customizable things that they have in that chocolate area. And that's called John Philippe Chocolatier and Cafe. They also have delicious crepes. And as always, on the first day, you're just making your way around the ship and finding out the different areas. Normally, it's chaotic, it's hectic, but on this ship, it was super easy. And you just felt like it wasn't crowded in different areas. So you could see here it's not crowded. The pizza area isn't open yet, but fun fact, this is open until 2 a.m. and the pizza is absolutely delicious. They also have burgers there, hot dogs, chicken tenders, and I believe fries as well. I haven't explored that yet. I got the pizza at night and it was amazing. They have Luna Park over there to the right, which is where you have your arcade, your basketball area, as well as the go-karts. This is a fun fact. Through there is a little hidden bar. So if you step through that phone booth, there is a bar there, but apparently you have to get a token. Now I have to research how you get one of those tokens, but I've heard from like Facebook groups that that's what that phone booth is. So you have your luxury shopping there. You have Cartier and other watches there. And just showing you what it looks like from up above. They do have their pub there, which has, I believe it's either 2 or 3 floors, which is pretty cool. And this is just a hallway here. All right, so once again, to show you those areas, as always, on the first day of the ship, we go straight to the buffet area. Now, apparently, I heard that they do have 2 different buffets, but we just went to one. Now, here to the right is their specialized steakhouse called the Butcher's Cut. Now, this is a specialized dining experience, so you do have to pay extra for that. Ola Tacos is over there across. That's another additional splurge if you want to purchase that as well. I believe Ola Tacos is all you can eat Mexican cantina though. So it's like one fixed price and then you get like a bunch of different things. Here's the gift shop. I will show that later when it's open and go through the different items they have, because of course we love all the merch. And I think this little ship here is super fun. It's an exact replica of World America. Over here you have the sushi area. And I saw later in the night that they did have such fresh sushi, and it smelled absolutely delicious. And just showing you that seating there, I found that even at the nighttime, it wasn't packed at all. And that's what really is really nice. All the areas, they were very spacious, not packed at all. There's that beautiful chandelier again. So many picturesque opportunities. You have the MSC Foundation here with some of their merch. And of course, all around the ship, you do have your directory, which is nice. So you can see where you need to go. And they have their techie elevator system here, where basically you press the floor that you have to go to, and then it designates an elevator for you, and it just takes you straight to the room. That way you're not having to fight to get on a certain elevator. It tells you which elevator you need to go to. And there's so many amazing views here. So if you sit along this glass here, you have a view of the promenade area. And they do have a special drink system here. You just wave your hands over the drinks and they dispense, which I like. That's a new feature. And they had orange juice, they had tropical mango, they had lemonade, and that's included in your cruise. Now, if you want to get sodas, wines, beers, specialty cocktails, you'd have to purchase the drink package. And just showing you some of the food here that they offered during lunchtime. They had a taco area. You have some dolls, some Indian items. They do have coffee here. And then you have your ice cream machine. And there was always a little short line for that, but it went quick, which was nice. And just making our way around and seeing what food offerings they have. Lunch was absolutely delicious here. They have beef chili, rice, nacho cheese. This was build your own like nacho area with all the condiments, sour cream, guacamole. You have cheeses here. You can make your own sandwich, which is nice. They have fresh breads. Now, I've seen people say that MSC's food isn't that great. I mean, it was delicious today. Look at this. You have the carvery. I really think their food is top notch. And then their desserts are just out of this world. So you have cheesecake here. This tasted like a Publix cake, but amazing, even better. You have cookies, some rice pudding, more cheesecake, some little tarts. And those were absolutely delicious. And of course, the ice cream. You have a choice to get vanilla or chocolate, or you could get my favorite, which is swirl. And once again, enjoying those views of the promenade. Up above, you can see that lighthouse slide. And then, of course, down the middle is the shark slide. That shark slide is included. You do not have to pay extra. You get yourself on a little sack and you slide your way down. I'm still working the courage to go down that. Maybe if this video gets at least 50 likes in the next 7 days, maybe I'll go down that slide. And I'll probably scream my head off, but we'll see. Anyways, moving along, just showing you the views. They do have light shows, which is pretty cool with those lights in the promenade area. Now, I like how on each floor they have this huge spacious area. And we're going straight into the room tour. So we got the infinite ocean view balcony. You have a nice little sitting vanity area here. Baby is not included, obviously. You have a nice king-size bed with plenty of pillows. Now, like I said, this is the Aria package room. So you are going to get your complimentary champagne and chocolates. And then you do have access to the Aria spa and the Aria top deck. I'll be showing you the top deck in this video today, and I'll be showing the spa tour in another time. Now, this does pull down into a pull-down bed. It's very cozy. And then you have your infinite view window. At this time, the captain had it locked for whatever reason. A lot of times they have to maybe lock the windows because of wind or maybe when the ship's not moving, the windows have to be locked up. But it's not bad because you get that floor to ceiling view, which is beautiful. Now over here you have this nice little shelving bookcase area. And just showing you the other view here. Plenty of pillows. And then in your closet space here, you do have your safe. Lots of shelving. And of course the other side here where you can hang your items. I'm going to be showing you the bathroom with the light on. I had to figure out how to turn it on. And I realized later that I didn't have my key card in the slot. So just keep that in mind. You have to put your key card if you want all the features to work. Now the bathroom is pretty spacious. Like I said, I'll show you with the light on. Here we go. You do have your stand-up shower. It has the glass doors around it. Now I kind of wish they did have a bathtub just because I have children and it would be easier to bathe them. But, you know, it's fine. You have plenty of shelving here. It's a decent sized bathroom and they do have their MSC shower gel and hair products. Just showing you that champagne. Now something that I absolutely loved they had a wireless charger. So if you have an iPhone, I'll show you that up ahead. They just have the wireless charger. They have plenty of USB ports, and I'll show you that here. Part of Aria, you do get one free mini bar. And that was locked, but there is a refrigerator in there. So if you need a fridge for whatever reason, you do have it there to keep your waters cool. You do get your robes here and your slippers. And there is that wireless port. I thought that was amazing because I forgot my phone charger. So I was able just to slap my phone on there and it charged. Now you have your regular plugs there. You also have the USB cord. And then also for newer iPhones, you have your cord. Just showing you those champagne views here. You also have a little table that they provide there with a little seat. If you decide to have your continental breakfast, you can enjoy that with some views. Now this is the top deck for Oria. I love how they have a bunch of loungers. You do have an option to get those little cabanas, as you can see over there. But I believe from the pricing I saw it was $69 half day and $99 for the full day. And this is the botanical garden pool. They do have jacuzzis under those domes there. They also have these swinging type chairs, except they don't swing. Plenty of seating areas and loungers. This is the main pool. I'd have to say the main pool is like the party pool. There were kids there were adults, they had music. They also had a live DJ, as you could see over here, that was playing some Bad Bunny music, which was nice. And really with this ship, just the vibes are all there. It is classy, it's fun, it is definitely a family atmosphere, which some people I was reading in forums were saying that it's not family atmosphere. And I believe some of those people didn't go on the ship yet. But here we are in the little basketball area, which at nighttime it turns into the go-karts. And I'm sorry, not go-karts, it turns into bumper cars, which is pretty cool. And then once you step out of there, it's the family harbor area. Now here are those swings that swing you over the ocean. I forgot the name, but I believe it's coming up so we can see here. They also have the walking trails if you choose to do that up above, where you swing yourself around, and it's called the Cliffhanger. So that swing actually goes up and above and over the ocean. I love this little picturesque area here. And then you have the lighthouse. You have your water slides. And then there is the jaw dropper slide that is complimentary. And the lighthouse there does have a little play area. And just showing you those little cabanas. So my son, he's 2. He's about to be 3 years old on this cruise, and he wasn't tall enough to go on that lighthouse slide. He's scared anyways of slides that are that tall, but anyways, just so you know. Moving along for sail away, we decided to get one of these snag one of these balcony areas here. On the back side of the ship, they do have them available for anyone. You just walk all the way down towards the end. For instance, we were on floor 14, and then we moved down to floor 12 to get our own little balcony area. I'll show you what I mean. So this was, I believe, floor 12, and we went all the way towards the back of the ship to get that little special balcony viewing area, which is pretty cool. If you decide to get interior room and you obviously don't have any balcony or windows, you can get your interior room and come out here in the mornings and enjoy a balcony, because most people don't know about this. So we did decide to go here for the sail away, and here I am just showing you how amazing it is. It's like you having your own little personal balcony. And you can see people on the other side also enjoying it. Not every floor was full because, you know, like I said, not a lot of people know about it. Down here is the lanai area. And you can have an idea of how packed it was during sail away. Showing my husband and son there, enjoying their little balcony space. And as always, it is just beautiful sailing out of the port of Miami. And showing you those ocean views. So this ship is so large. There's just so many places to enjoy the sail away. And just in general, to enjoy those ocean views, you don't find it packed at all like you do with certain ships. And there is MSC's terminal. Like I said, it can fit up to 3 cruise ships at their terminal. So this ship basically, if you've been on Icon of the Seas, speaking of Icon of the Seas, it's coming up here. If you've been on Icon of the Seas, some of its areas on MSC World America are identical to Icon of the Seas, which I kind of love that they took some of those things and they applied it to MSC World America, which is nice. Such as the Promenade area. They had their candy area, which is similar to Icon of the Seas. And speaking of, if you're interested in seeing Icon of the Seas video, I do have several of those uploaded from my son's 2nd birthday trip when we decided to go. So we did Icon of the Seas for his 2nd birthday, and we chose to do World America for his 3rd birthday. Now, it's just 2 separate. Obviously, it's Royal Caribbean, and then you have MSC. MSC is more European, Italian luxury type. But it is definitely a family cruise line. I mean, we've gone on MSC so many times with our son and daughter, and they just absolutely love it. They treat the kids amazing, and they do have special water features. Now, I didn't get the water splash pad area in this video, but I plan on day 2 on our sea day getting more of that and seeing what our 2-year-old, almost 3-year-old can enjoy. Because I know I've seen some people complain that their younger kids, there's nothing for them to do. But I feel like our kids personally, they just love being on a cruise in general and being able just to run around in all the open spaces. And even if there's a small little splash pad, my son absolutely loves it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be huge water slides for him. He just enjoys seeing water, period. Now, they do have a Lego area for the kids. My phone died at that point, but I'll be showing you the Lego area in other videos. And here is the main lobby area here with those LED fixtures at the top. And now here we are going into the gift shop. All of these keychains here are $5. I love this one that says Best Pizza at Sea because honestly, their pizza is delicious. Now they have some cruising ones here. They also have some little cameras. You have I Love MSC World America bears. And of course, we have Doremi. I'm super excited because on this sailing, they do have a Lego parade. So a bunch of the Lego characters just marching around. So if you haven't already, take the time to please subscribe, hit that like button, Comment what you like seeing on cruise ships, what you don't like seeing on cruise ships. And coming around here, they just have some generic keychains. I love this one here. It has the MSC lighthouse on it. Now this Ocean Cay replica, lighthouse replica, is super cute. $135. I was kind of shocked by the price, but it does light up. I still don't know if that's worth $135, but it's pretty cool if you're a MSC Ocean Cay lighthouse fan. They do have mugs. I love these mugs here with the detail. And as always, if I go too fast with the prices, you can always pause it and zoom in. And coming around here, they have some stress ball type ships there. And they do have ducks, MSC ducks. And then moving along, of course, they have their shirts. And they always have like a two shirts for $28. And then it looks like they have some family type shirts, which is cool. And of course, they have these little play sets. I love this one. It comes with a cruise ship and some of the vehicles. They have a bus. Comes with a little play mat. And they have MSC Barbie. Of course, this limited edition Lego set. And we have that there. We built it and love the detail of the ship. They have some puzzles, more of the Barbies. You have your pullback cruise ship. That one's cool because it does make noise of the cruise ship horn. Now we're in the MSC Foundation gift shop, which is more like, obviously it's towards, the money I believe goes towards the MSC Foundation, which is into like conservation and preservation of the island, MSC Ocean Cay. I haven't looked too much into the foundation, but I love all of the merch. And look at how cute this shirt is there with the little pocket. Over here we have the MSC Aurea Spa. I'll be showing a tour of that. Now every day for the spa, you do have to reserve your time slot of the time that you do want to show up. And it's 1 hour increments. Over here they have this little juice bar. I would like to try this when it's open. I absolutely love orange juice. I'm in my orange juice era, so I would love to try just some fresh squeezed orange juice. Even though on this ship, it's been delicious, the orange juice that they have. So here we go. They have the gin area here. And it's a whole area here. They actually brew their own, I believe it's their own beer on board the ship. And it's just a whole little area. You have nice views here. Coming around here, they have some music legends. And making our way around once again. Over here, they have the loft, which is usually we're going to find your piano bar. They do play the live music there. And here we are stepping into the World Promenade. So this is identical to like Royal Caribbean, like I said, Oasis class ships, as well as Icon of the Seas. I love how they took this open concept from them because it's just beautiful. They have this Greek restaurant here. You do have luxury shopping to the left, handbags. And they do have a coffee emporium. They do not have Starbucks coffee, but this is their version, the coffee emporium. I can't wait to try that out tomorrow. They have this Greek restaurant to the left that has calamari. You have your Promenade Bites, which is where you're going to get your cotton candy, popcorn. I believe they have chicken tenders. And this is where that shark slide drops off. You do also have your sports bar here, which is an amazing sports bar. And then, of course, your candy shop. And you have sour strips. You have these cute little tumblers. You can build your own milkshake. And just showing you there the different flavors. And the shakes are reasonably priced. I believe they're $9 On Icon of the Seas, they were like 20 something dollars, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I remember it was pretty pricey. Over here you have some Marvel characters, which is nice. You can get some M&Ms. You can also get some ice cream, a banana split, all kinds of different flavors. And I just love the theming of this. It's super cute. They do have a little toy section there for the kiddos. They also have candy, sweets area. You also have crepes and waffles. And just look at how beautiful it is, all of these views. And I'll be showing you some of the pricing here. Plenty of places to sit. And every time we walked in here, it was completely empty. And then just showing you more of the seating areas. And it actually exits out to the lanai area, which is the area overlooking the ocean, where a lot of people sit and congregate. I love this little fun rainbow tunnel here. And this exits out into the promenade area. Now they do have live entertainment in that promenade area, and that's called Sweet Temptations. And the entertainment was awesome. My son absolutely loved it. And it's just beautiful. So you can get those balconies, as you can see there, facing the promenade area. And I forgot what floors it is, but depending on which floor you're on, you can also get an ocean view at the same time. So you have the view of the promenade area and then also the ocean views. I probably took so many videos of the promenade area, but it's just so beautiful. And then more of these little picture opportunities here with the candy shop. Now over here, I had seen these in the candy shop as well. It looks like you can also decorate your own bar behind if you let them know what toppings you want. Fun fact, this Greek restaurant here, it has calamari. And I absolutely love calamari, so I maybe would love to try this restaurant out. So for tonight, we decided to opt out of doing the sit-down dinner, and we just decided to go to the buffet. And reason being, we saw the menu was similar to when we just went on MSC Divina. It was pretty much the same thing, Italian food, stuffed meatballs. So we went to the Mercado buffet, and they had delicious dinner. They had pork chops, and of course the carving station, and several other offerings. Then we decided to walk around and just explore the ship. And they do have this walkover bridge area, which is kind of similar to the Bridge of Sighs on the MSC Seashore. And then just showing you those lighthouse views. Now you can see here they changed that LED lighting to a darker aquarium there. So here we are going back to Jean Philippe Chocolate and Cafe. This is actually Statue of Liberty made completely out of chocolate. And they have these little heels with chocolates inside. So many cute gifts that you can get. And they also have a section that's personalized. I'm going to have to do a completely separate video of that because I think it's just such a cute process. I'll explain more in a bit. Now they do have the Dubai Viral Chocolate Bar. That's going to cost you $65 if you do want to try it out. But it is pretty heavy and it was pretty large. So I think it's a good deal. They do have macaroons here, different kind of flavors, and you can see their little deal. Over here, you can do your personalized chocolates. They have happy birthday. You can also get someone's name on there if you'd like. And the employee was explaining to me that they do have little touch screens that you can order and then pick up your chocolate within 3 hours. So I would just love to show the process of doing that. And then coming around here, they have another chocolate statue. You have an American eagle. or bald eagle. And another chocolate statue. And just the smell in here was delicious. And moving along, we're going to the pizza area. And everyone was swarming this area, but for good reason. The pizza is delicious. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be posting hopefully every day, depending on the Wi-Fi. And they do have this coffee area there. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay magical. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, A Disney Bride's Diary. So today's video is going to be us on MSC World America, and this is our sea day. So first things first, we decided to go to the World Promenade and try out the coffee emporium. Now this area is not complimentary. These things you do have to pay for, and you'll see the prices there if you pause and zoom in. But they have some delicious little baked goods here, some tarts. Now, the coffee, I don't know if we caught them on a bad day or if at this time they were busy, but I got the iced caramel salted coffee, and it just tasted like plain coffee. There was no flavor to it. We didn't taste the caramel. And it was for $8, and you could see it there. Kind of disappointed about that. Let me know in the comments below if you've been to that coffee emporium and if it was delicious for you. Anyways, here is the kids splash pad slide area. Now that is a water bucket, well, type pearl, as you see at the top there. The water just splashed down. Now at this time it was kind of windy, and the water was going, as you can see, kind of violently there, but the kids were still having fun. This is the splash pad area for the toddlers. I don't know the specific ages, but it was very windy at this time. My toddlers still had fun in it, and all around this area the adults can sit and you can enjoy your harbor bites. Now in the harbor, they do have plenty of photo opportunities, as you can see with that shark there, and lots of seating, which I love. And this is where you're going to get your complimentary corn dogs, empanadas. They do have pigs in a blanket. So keep in mind, this is in the harbor family area. And this is where they have the ropes course and, of course, the Cliffhanger. Now, on this day, I decided not to ride it, but I will be riding that Cliffhanger in the next couple of sea days that we have, and I cannot wait. Apparently, for walk-ups, they do accept it, and it's only $5. Now, we love John Philippe here. This is where we make those customized chocolates, which you will see up ahead. And this area is the pizza area on deck 6, I believe. And then just showing you some desserts that they had for, I believe it was lunchtime. And just showing you our infinity balcony views. And of course, the baby enjoying it here. Now with the infinity balcony, I love it, especially for our kids, because I just feel like it's safer rather than them running out onto the balcony. And they have the floor to ceiling window right there. And of course, just showing those projections and the beautiful chandeliers. And we have the Botanic Garden pool. Yeah, this is actually just a video clip that I made that I realized now that I put it in this video, but might as well keep it there. And just showing some of the main things here. This is a short if you want to see it with music. Anyways, coming along, we had anytime dining. That's one of the benefits of having the Aria experience, is that you can dine at any time. You don't have to pick a first seating. You don't have to pick a second seating. We were in the bubbles area. Now, I haven't recorded much of our food because the food has been exactly the same as on the MSC Divina. And I actually have videos on my YouTube channel of the MSC Divina. So if you want to have an idea of the food that they're offering on MSC World America, you can head over to that channel. But in the next 3 days, I'm going to try to focus on getting more of the food and also of the gift shops. Now, this is one of the shows here. And this one was cinematic, I believe. But it was pretty cool. It was a bunch of Cinesonic. There we go. So for this, the performers were going through different famous movie songs. So for instance, they started with The World's Greatest Showman, and I absolutely love that. I'll let a little clip play right now so you can have an idea of how it sounds. And they also had other movies such as Top Gun. And you can see there they have their runway sticks, which is pretty cool. And they also had Pirates of the Caribbean. And it's just a bunch of different movies that they were singing to, and they had their props. And they did some acrobatics as well. And just keep in mind, if you download the MSC free app, you can make your reservations for the different theater showings. And then coming up, let's see if I get the Pirates of the Caribbean. I believe, yes, I got like the end of it there. And then I'll let this one play for a little bit. And just the quality of the performance and the entertainers were top notch. They all had beautiful voices, so many amazing talents. And like I said, it's pretty easy to go ahead and make those reservations on the MSC free app. And you can do that once the sailing starts. Because I noticed before the sailing, even during like check-in on the MSC app, there wasn't the option to pick your shows yet. And obviously we loved our ice cream. This was on deck 6 in the pizza area. They have pizza, burgers, chicken sandwiches, and of course the ice cream that you can serve yourself in a cup or on a cone. Now this night was the captain's night. You can meet the captain, and the captain also does a show along with the security officers, and they introduce as well of the doctor that is on board the ship, which is pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and let that play so you can hear how it is.
And it takes a lot to keep the ship flowing and in motion. We need a lot of engines, a lot of engine power. We need a chief engineer all the way from Italy. Give it up for Rosario! And ladies and gentlemen, last but by no means least, he is the guardian of this beautiful vessel. He's the master of the sea. Please welcome our captain, Taino Bay.
Thank you. Thank you, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on our new flagship, our beautiful MSC World America. And yes, what a team I have. Of course, on the most beautiful and new vessel, I have a very experienced and efficient team helping me in leading this beautiful ship. But I can assure you, not only them, but each of the 2,150 crew members, we are all here to make sure this will be the most beautiful vacation you have ever had. Yes. So I really hope that when you are going to leave us at the end of this beautiful vacation, you will carry with you beautiful.
So like I said, on this night, we were able to, you have the option to meet the captain, and of course he does the captain's show. Now they also have light shows around 10:15 p.m. on the World Promenade deck, as you can see there. And there's also some candy shop statues there. And you have the sports bar. And actually this night was the silent disco, so you can see everyone wearing their headphones which is pretty cool how they have it outdoors like that. And if you can, guys, take the time to click that subscribe button if you aren't subscribed already. And if you are subscribed, thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like and comment. And coming up, we're just making our way around the ship. As always, I'm showing you the different areas as we're walking around. This is the garden botanical pool area, which is pretty warm at night. But here they're cleaning the jacuzzi, so you see the pool and the jacuzzi is closed. But they do have plenty of seating areas available if you want to have some relaxation time on any of the decks. Now they also have plenty of parties in the Luna Park area. This was a glow party. And I'll be showing you up ahead a quick clip of us making a customizable chocolate for my son for his birthday. Now, I love MSC. They have so many amazing touches when it comes to birthday parties. So this was in the John Philippe Chocolate and Cafe. We made that here. And then, of course, MSC gave our son a happy birthday card. And they also did a little presentation for him and gave him a birthday cake. And he was so happy. They did this during dinner time. And the cake was probably the best cake that I've ever had. It was like a chocolate vanilla ganache type situation. It was delicious. As always, guys, thank you so much. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, A Disney Bride's Diary. So this video is going to be us at the port of San Juan in Puerto Rico. If you're looking for something unique and fun to do besides things that are on the MSC app, or if you're with Carnival Cruises, then this video is for you, and stay tuned. So if you notice, most of the excursions for San Juan, Puerto Rico will involve a tour of the city on foot, as well as maybe renting an antique car for an hour, or even going to the rainforest El Yunque. All of those things are completely fun and fine. We've done El Yunque before and it's beautiful, but this time around we wanted to do a beach. The great thing about San Juan, Puerto Rico is there are plenty of beautiful beaches. It's just a matter of getting there. Now you have the option of Ubering because they do have Uber available in Puerto Rico. You have the option of taking a taxi. And we found that going with a taxi was the cheaper option. So we went ahead to do that. So as soon as you enter the city of San Juan here, you can see they have vendors galore, which is great if you want to get your traditional Puerto Rican souvenirs and whatnot. They have handcrafted bracelets, bags, they have jewelry, which is great, and it's all outside of the port here. So you really don't have to walk far if you want to do some shopping. So I'm just showing you that here, and then I will show you as soon as we get into the taxi. The taxi ride was $30. And we basically asked around and we asked the taxi drivers, what's the nicest beach in San Juan where the waters weren't too rough, since we had the kids with us and the water's clear as well. And they said Isla Verde was one of the most famous beaches there. So we went ahead and chose that one to go to. So like I said, the taxi fare is $30 up and it's $30 back if you want to go to Isla Verde. Now there's plenty of different options. You can go to that beach on your own, which is what we did. And you can do an umbrella rental as well as chair rentals. And I will share more of that information on the pricing once we arrive to that beach. Another option is to go through Resort Day Pass, and find a resort that's on the Isla Verde beach. And you can basically stay at whatever hotel there that they have on Resorts Day Pass for the day, and you can enjoy the amenities there. By the time that we decided to book something on Resorts Day Pass, all the day passes were sold out, so we decided to just wing it and go to Isla Verde on our own, which we didn't regret at all. Now, as you can see here, the waters surrounding the MSC World America is beautiful. There's beautiful views of the mountains as well, which I love. So like I said, there's plenty of sightseeing for you to do here in the port of San Juan. Now, we decided to take a little walk before we took our taxi to the beach, and we wanted to explore the old San Juan city. and see some of the restaurants, see some of the vendors, as well as the colorful buildings that you may have seen in pictures. And we did find a couple of those buildings. Now keep in mind, if you are walking into the city area, it is uphill, as you can see here. And I would have to say it's maybe about a 10-minute walk, maybe 10 to 15-minute walk from the ship to this area here. And I love the old style buildings. They're just beautiful, and it's down every alleyway. And at the end of this video, after our beach time, we also decided to walk around and enjoy some sightseeing as well. So that's what I kind of like about doing your own thing in San Juan, is that you can make your own itinerary basically, and you can price your own excursion yourself. Now they do have different kinds of foods. They have your generic smoothies, acai bowls, breakfast sandwiches, as well as Puerto Rican foods. So you can get your mofongo, you can get alcapurrias at a little stand that I will show you up ahead. And they also have Starbucks coffee, which who doesn't love Starbucks? And to the right, you can see more vendors with those traditional Puerto Rican souvenirs if you want to purchase those. They also have restaurants that have pina coladas, margaritas, so you can really make it a day here in the city of San Juan. And another thing they're known for is the pigeons. They will be feeding tons of pigeons, which is pretty cool for picture purposes, and it makes a great video as well. And it's very safe walking around here in San Juan. It's easy to cross the streets. We didn't find that it was a mission at all. And especially we have a toddler and an infant with us, so we found it very easy to navigate around. People were nice as far as letting us go and cross the street, as you can see there. So we definitely did do our research before we came to Puerto Rico as far as the beaches go, because we wanted a beach that was family friendly. And like I said, something with clear waters, nothing with the waters that were too wavy. Condado Beach is also a popular beach, but that's not necessarily known for its swimming waters. Now, if you don't care about getting in the water and swimming, you just want to lounge by the ocean, Condado Beach is another option as well. And that's just an FYI there. But as you can see here, here's those beautiful, colorful buildings. And then they also have an I love San Juan sign there, as you can see. And that is El Morro Fort. Now, MSC Cruises also did provide a El Morro walking tour as well. So if you're interested in seeing the fort, they do have that available as well, and you can see how close it is in proximity to the port. And here we have the Puerto Rican police there, which is pretty cool. And then you can kind of see how the roadways are here. And I love this view here of the city, and there are those pigeons that I'm talking about, and they were feeding them there. And then we're just making our way around. They did have another juice bar area here. They have gift shops, as you can see to the right, and they have plenty of clothing stores as well. Now, fun fact, they also have a Fat Tuesdays. So you also have like your generic, restaurants, drink bars that you will find in the United States. Well, of course, Puerto Rico is part of the United States, but you know what I mean, as far as like in Florida or other states. And we have some statues there. And just showing you more of the city and what you can expect. So we were kind of on a time crunch, so sorry in advance if I don't explain what the certain statues are. I didn't get a chance to go up to them or read the descriptions, so that's just something for you to be able to see when you go to San Juan, Puerto Rico. But anyways, here we are. We're moving along. We're making our way back to the taxi area because I got my little pictures of the building and we were able to see what was there in the city. And as you can see here, they do have several signs of taxi stands and what kind of forms of payment they do accept, which is nice. And you can see MSC World America showing off there. Now here we are making our way to Isla Verde. And it's just really a beautiful drive. This kind of gives me like Palm Beach vibes in a way, but in its own San Juan, Puerto Rico way. And then you see water all around, which makes beautiful views and great pictures. Now, once you get to the beach, they drop you off into an area where it's the umbrella and beach chair rentals. So it is $15 for an umbrella, and then it's $5 for each lounger. So in a way, if you're able to get a resort stay pass at a resort on Isla Verde, it really pays for itself because you do get those loungers and umbrellas included. So just keep that in mind. But this was not bad at all at the area that the taxi driver dropped us off at. It was super convenient. And then we got her phone number and she was able to pick us up as well. So it's very nice that the taxi drivers are super accommodating. They will ask you when you plan on leaving the beach. That way they could pick you up as well. And at this certain day, we were at port until 10 p.m., which was awesome. It gave us plenty of time to explore the city of San Juan as well as the beach area. Now, the area that she dropped us off at the beach within walking distance was Church's Chicken and a couple of other local establishments. There was also a Puerto Rican type restaurant that had like tostones and other traditional foods, as well as margaritas, pina coladas that were also within walking distance. So as you can see here, all the condos that are located along Isla Verde. And here we are arriving. And I love how they have the Puerto Rican flag on the stand. This is the actual area where you get your beach umbrella and loungers. Now, I do recommend getting there early if you're able to, because at the time that we arrived, they had nothing available, but a family was actually getting up from their chairs and umbrellas, so we were able to take their spot, which was good. And you can see there how beautiful the water is. Now, they did explain to us that the water was a little rough at the moment because the day before it had rained. So normally it's not as wavy as this from what we were told. The waters are usually more calm, but this was because of the rain before. But the water was still beautiful. The temperature was perfect. It was refreshing and it was clear as well. And at this point here, my son just loves sitting down right here because the waves, they just come up to you and it's just so beautiful. And just showing you more of those water views. You can see the different colors of blue, how amazing it is. Now, another cool thing is that they did have an ice cream vendor that was going around. I will show you in the video coming up. And he was selling $5 ice cream in a cup. It was probably the best ice cream that I've ever had in my life. It was coconut ice cream. You can see him there with the little tiki hut. It was coconut ice cream, passion fruit, and then another tropical rainbow flavor. And you will see that rainbow flavor here. Now, it was a hot day on the beach, so this was so refreshing. I literally got 2 of these, and every time he came around, I wanted to get more. So after an amazing day on the beach, like I said, the vibes were there. People were playing Bad Bunny on the stereos. It was a nice family atmosphere. The water was beautiful. So I highly recommend Isla Verde. That's 10 out of 10 for me if you need a nice beach in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Now, these are more picture opportunities here at the port. We made our way back at the port, and this was towards the afternoon. And they also had another stand here where I got my favorite alcapurrias. I highly recommend it. Delicious. And then after enjoying some of the food truck bites, we made our way back on the ship. And we had a Queen symphonic show, which is basically all of the Queen songs made in one show, which was absolutely breathtaking. So as always, guys, if you're not subscribed already, please take the time to subscribe. Comment below if you have any questions. I'm here to answer any questions you may have. And of course on MSC World America, they have the ceiling there. As you can see, they change it daily to different scenes. It'll be like marine whale scenes to then this type of cool tropical vibe. And then of course they have their light show in the World Promenade at 10:15 every night, and they follow it along with music. So I found myself always recording that because I absolutely loved it. Anyways, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay magical. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, A Disney Bride's Diary. So this video is going to be explaining the excursion of Playa Dorado Beach Escape, located in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic. And basically, to meet for this excursion, you meet inside of the ship on deck 7 and in the World Theater, which is located in the forward of the ship. And this is on MSC World America. This is an excursion that MSC offers. I'm not sure if any other cruise line offers it, but that's awesome if it does, because you'll be able to have an idea of what Playa Dorado looks like. Now, as you can see here, we stepped off the ship and we're making our way towards Taino Bay port. Now, on this day, it was extremely rainy, so you'll have an idea of what it looks like when the weather isn't so great. But like our tour guide explained, it only rains about for an hour, and then the weather moves on. And you'll see later on in the video that it was more sunny towards the end of the day. So stay tuned for that. Now to the left-hand side, you can see these tuk-tuks that are offered for free of charge. All you have to do is leave maybe a tip for them once they're finished taking you from point A to point B. So they take you, as you can see, towards the beginning of the ship, all the way to Taino Bay if you're not wanting to walk. Now, along with this video and showing you the excursion, at the end of the video, I'll be giving you a little tour of Taino Bay. Not the complete area of Taino Bay, but just the lazy river and around the gift shops and the pool areas. So here we are making our way to the port entrance. And there's MSC World America and all of its beauty. Now, Taino Bay still looks beautiful even with the rainy weather. And I would have to say it was kind of refreshing because it was hot at the same time. So the fact that while we were walking, we had that little rain shower, it felt kind of good. So at this point, we're still following our excursion leader, who is taking us to the bus area. But first, we go into a little waiting area. They give us our wristbands. And then the person in charge of the charter buses that take us to Playa Dorado comes and gets us. And I will show you that process coming up ahead. There's some nice little Taino Bay picture opportunities here. And they have some dancers there. So you could see here, if you're not choosing an excursion, to the left, you can see it has signage for the beach, the bars, the lazy river, the shopping villas, and then tours pre-booked. We're, of course, going to the right-hand side. And at this point, we're meeting our tour guide and just getting the wristbands. And over here's another great picture opportunity. They have this large water fountain here in the middle of Taino Bay. And as always, this area is kind of hectic. It's very packed. Everyone's rushing to get to the same places. But once you're on the bus and you're relaxed, it's all worth it. And all the employees here are holding up the numbers. So for instance, ours was number 26, and we were easily able to find our excursion leader. Now over here in this little waiting area, they do have a bar if you want to grab an alcoholic beverage or a soda. And here the excursion leader does have the flag that we're following. And we make our way through the exit, which is the duty-free store. And then coming over here, you can see welcome to Taino Bay. At this point, we're actually making our way through Taino Bay to get to the bus area. So the bus ride is about a 15 to 20 minute ride to get to Playa Dorado. And along the way, you're going to see the beautiful views of the mountains and of ocean areas. And you also see, of course, the local areas, which is nice. And I like that they use charter buses here because they're nice and comfy. Plenty of space. And you can see here. Now, during certain points of the video, I'll go ahead and let the video just play. That way the tour operator, when they're speaking, you can see, the things that they're saying and what they are narrating. And over here you can see World America just peeking over. You can just get a magnitude of how large it is when it peeks over all of these buildings in the city.
And Dominican people can like that. That's medicinal plantation, real. No. I say yesterday work with me.
Now, just a side note, this Mom Cozy carrier is the most amazing carrier for vacations, for everyday use. I absolutely love it. As soon as I put my 4-month-old in it, it's super convenient when we're walking around for these excursions. She falls asleep in it. She also sits in it when we're sitting on the buses or places to go. And it's just great to have that hands-free. That way I'm able to help with the stroller and other things, and also holding my son's hand. It's just, I love it. So I'll go ahead and link that in the description if you guys are interested in purchasing that. Okay, so coming up, we're just going to be going through the city, and I'll go ahead and let the tour guide narrate. He starts talking about Mama Juana, which is a very popular drink in the Dominican Republic, and other funny things. So stay tuned.
I'm going to speak Spanish with you. No problem. Uno minutico. Okay, that space here, that's the boulevard. And the boulevard, that's the public beach there. Every Saturday and Sunday, there's a lot of people gonna be party there. He make barbecue, play domino, and drink in the road. But nobody people swimming here. Only he make fishing. That for fishing here. When the boulevard, here with the condominio, when the people want to. Pero sábado y domingo tengamos 3x1 y 4x1. 4, 5 y una cerveza helada. That's, you drink alcohol, you tell me. You drink every day? You don't drink? Hey. Now you drink today. You drink today. But Dominican people don't drink the Central American people. American people drink Saturday, Friday and Saturday. Sunday don't drink. Sunday relax. Monday to work. But Dominican people don't drink too much. Dominican people drink on Monday to Sunday.
We are at Playa Dorado. In English this means the Golden Beach. This is a big place. We got 15 resorts behind you and a big golf course with 18 holes. Our restaurant is the last one. So when you go in, please show the yellow bracelet so that the lady that keeps the place clean.
All right, so we were just getting briefed there on where we would get our buffet food, which is here under this tent. They did set up the tents for this day because of the rain, which was nice. So you see there's a bunch of tables underneath the tent. So just keep that in mind that if it happens to be rainy on a day that you go, they do make accommodations so that it's still able to be used and you're still able to have a great time. Over here, we have these little bed areas, which are included. It's first come, first serve. And of course, the umbrellas and the chairs are included in your excursion. You also do get a buffet lunch, which I will show you up ahead. And then each person in your party gets one drink ticket. So that's for sodas or waters. Each person gets one ticket. Now over here, you see the chairs, and they do keep it very clean. They also have security on the premise, watching over all of your belongings, which is nice. So it is a very safe atmosphere. Now, one thing is they do have vendors that come up to you offering to sell you bracelets or come to their shop, because there is like a little shopping area where you can get locally made items. And they pretty much ask one time and then they leave. I didn't find that there was a lot of people doing that. It was maybe like 2 or 3 that came up to us throughout the day. Now, this is what it was like when we arrived there. This was around 11 p.m. or 12 p.m. And this is how the water looked. But as you'll see, as the rain started moving along and the clouds started going away and it got more sunny, you see the water changes colors. And it's not that murky color. Now, even at this time, the water was warm, so it was nice, and we were able to at least sit on the shore there and just let the waves crash along. So a lot of people still did take advantage because the water was still nice and refreshing at the same time. And you can see my son absolutely loved it. And he was turning 3 years old that day. Well, he turned 3 years old that day, so he was all excited. So as you can see there, they have the security guard there just watching over the beach. And it was nice because at one point when we went to leave, I left my sandals by the lounge chairs. And I went to go run back to get them, but the security guard had ran towards me to bring them to me. Now, in the water, I was trying to zoom in. People were saying that there were whales in the water. They saw a fin, but we confirmed it with one of the workers there, and they said it was manatees, a family of manatees that are known to swim there. Now, I've never seen manatees in that area, but that type of water. But anyways, moving along, they have these delicious pineapples. You can get pina colada. You can get whatever drink you like inside of it. And it's absolutely delicious. And I just love the presentation. Now, this is the buffet. I go over it quickly, but basically it's rice. You can get spaghetti, chicken, bread, corn. They also have this mash with meat type of food. I forgot the name of it, but it's absolutely delicious. And then just showing you the Coca-Cola there because that is what I chose to get with my drink ticket. Now over here you can see the water is getting nicer as the day goes on. And like I said, the rain was only for about an hour and then it cleared up, which is nice. Now this is us. We finished our excursion and we are heading back. So once again, it is about a 15 to 20 minute ride on the way back as well. So overall, the tour provided everything that you could basically need in a tour. They also had restrooms inside of the restaurant. They provided the buffet food, which was absolutely delicious. And then you have those loungers and umbrellas that were included, so you have plenty of shade. Now, I would love to see how the water is on a day that is not so rainy, but like I said, it was still an enjoyable experience because the water wasn't freezing cold. It was perfectly warm and we just made the best of it. Now, I absolutely love the mountains and seeing the views in Puerto Plata, and I love seeing the local town areas along the way. And then coming up, we are passing by their baseball stadium and Parque de Baseball. And then I'll go ahead and let the tour guide narrate the rest of the time until we get to Taino Bay, and then I'll give you guys the Taino Bay tour.
And play domino here. A lot of people dance merengue. Todos los fines de semana la gente viene aquí de Santiago y del campo que no tienen playa y vienen a... That's the Dutch there. That's the Neptune. He make bronze. But that the guy, you know, he not moving now. He wanted to wait, but he put a little feeling. I want to bring Mama Juana with him. Ya termine, yo le voy a brindar para el chupito a Mama Juana. Para que él se mueva. That's your second home.
And this is us making our way back into the port. And if you guys can please take the time to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And of course, like the video if you can. It's always appreciated. And always comment below if you'd like. And this is us making our way back to Taino Bay. And there's plenty of picture opportunities, like I said, all the way around. Another little water fountain area, which is nice. And they have plenty of restaurants. This is a little map there. And over here is the lazy river. Now it's really beautiful how it has these little sculptures in the middle of the lazy river. And over here you have your seating areas. And plenty of vendors. And of course you can do your shopping. They do have a little chocolate factory there. You get plenty of local items. And here are the flumes that you pick up and just go around the lazy river. And it's complimentary, free of charge. You don't have to pay anything. And you see they have some little cabanas there, which is first come, first serve. And just showing you more of the scenic areas. I love this little bridge that you walk over. Now they say there's a beach here, but I believe it's like a man-made beach. I didn't see it personally, but I've just seen it from other videos. It's not really a beach where it looks out onto the water. Like I said, it's a little man-made lagoon type area from what I've seen. But they do have a pool, and that's coming up. So like I said, I was very pleased with our excursion because I definitely wanted to do something beach related. I didn't want to just stay at Taino Bay. Now we did arrive back here at Taino Bay around 2:30 p.m. So we had about almost 2 hours just to explore the Taino Bay port area, which was nice. So it's not like we had to choose one or the other. We were able to enjoy both, which is good. Now here is the huge pool area here. And just keep in mind for Playa Dorado, yes, there is waves. If you're looking for something more calm, I believe they also have a MSC has an excursion called Coconut Cove, which is more like a lagoon style cove area. And in that one, the water's more calm. But we previously did that one before, and the water was beautiful. It was clear. But we just wanted to try something different. And unfortunately, I don't have a video on that because that was before I started my YouTube channel. And over here, you can buy your cigars, your Brugal. Anyways, guys, this video is coming to an end. You can see the tuk-tuks there going super fast, working double time to get people to and from the ship. I would have to say it's about maybe a half a mile walk to get from the ship to the port. It wasn't that bad. But there is MSC World America. You can see the lanai area on the back of the ship. Anyways, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. I always love the mountain views. Can't get enough of them. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay magical. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, A Disney Bride's Diary. So today's video is going to be all things Ocean Cay. Ocean Cay is MSC's private island, and it is located in the Bimini Island chains, which you can see here by the most beautiful water that it showcases. Now, I've done previous videos of Ocean Cay because of the lemon sharks that they're known for in their North Beach area. And I'm also going to be giving some tips along the way. You can see these stingrays here that you can see in the water as soon as we arrived at the port. And I'm also going to be showing you the latest merch, including a beautiful lighthouse that they now have for sale in the gift shop, as well as the buffet, and just the area that we were hanging out for most of our time there on MSC's Ocean Cay. So this beach here is I call it the Lighthouse Beach. It's one of the most picturesque beaches because you have the ship in the background, and those umbrellas that you saw there, the colorful ones, those are on a first come first serve basis. So those are for free, complimentary, but you do have to arrive there on the island early to guarantee that you're able to snag one. Now they do have umbrella rentals available. Those are for $20, and included in that you get your one umbrella and then your loungers. Now, when it comes to the umbrella rental, they have a whole new system, and I'm going to show that up ahead. Now they have like a roped off area that you have to choose from, where it's all the umbrellas, all the loungers in just one big area, and you will see what I mean up ahead in the video. Before, you could just go to the North Beach area, grab an umbrella, and then go find a post to put it in, but now they have an actual designated area. Over here you see the map, and they also have the trams that run in this area, so you can either walk around the island on foot, or you can take that convenient tram that you saw to the left hand side. Now this is the excursion desk that I was previously showing you, so if you booked an excursion you would go to that desk. Now they have their newly created Marine Conservation Center, which you can see here. It was not open just as of yet, but in the next couple of months, if you do have a cruise coming up, prepare for this to be open. And in this area they have the welcome hub. They're also going to have a bunch of coral reefs and fish systems that you're going to see in this area here, where you see those aquarium tub type situations. And there's just a bunch of informational areas. You'll see several signs coming up that explains MSC's mission when it comes down to conservation and then maintaining the island's natural beauty. Now, that is just one of the many things that I love about MSC's Ocean Cay Island is the fact that it's not like very commercialized. They're really into preserving the island's beauty. And over here they had some little coral rocks here with some ways of how you can help protect the coral reefs. So you can just see that educational piece there on some things you can do to help maintain the coral reefs. And like I said, this area isn't completed, but you can just imagine the vision once they have all those coral reefs in there. It's going to be a nice little addition to be able just to walk around and see some live animals there in those tanks. And you can see MSC World America there just showing off once again. And now we're going to be making our way down to the gift shops. I was super excited when we went to the gift shops this time around because the new merchandise that they have is absolutely amazing. They have new shirts, they have new layouts for their gift shops. So that is just something to look forward to when you're coming to the island. And they have about 4 different gift shops, which is nice. They have one gift shop with traditional Bahamian items, and they have this one here that you can see with just some regular Bahamian items with flamingos and things that the Bahamas are known for. You can also get some scuba gear here. Well, snorkel gear, sorry. You can get some fins there. I was trying to look for the price, but I couldn't find it right away, so I just kept moving along. But if you forgot your items back home, they do have goggles and whatnot. You can get your Blackbeard rum cake here. They also have some new lighthouse keychains. We were at MSC Ocean Cay about a month ago, and they didn't have these items. So these mugs are new and beautiful. I wish I would have snagged one of these, because this is just great to have your morning cup of coffee and just remember Ocean Cay. Now, Ocean Cay or Ocean Cay, I still don't know which way it's said. If you know, let me know in the comments below what you prefer or what is the correct way to actually say it. Now here is another MSC official shop here with more of your MSC merch. And just making our way into the gift shop. They have a lot of MSC Foundation items here, and I love that the items in these gift shops, they're usually discounted, which I love. I mean, who doesn't love discounts? But you will see up ahead some of the items, maybe they have 20% off. It just depends on the time that you come. But I love this flamingo bottle opener here. That is definitely new. Some of these keychains are new. And these bathing suits were there the last time we came. They're super cute. And they actually say MSC on them. And you can see the little details there on that bathing suit. They have a lot of plushies here, some one-piece bathing suits. And then they have some merch that goes along with their ice cream shop. And they have hats and some Ocean Cay specific shirts. These are all new. And these are like for toddlers, kids. I love that Ocean Cay Bahamas with the pineapple. You have a little keychain coin purse there. Now going into the other trading post, Ocean Cay gift shop here to show you more of the merch. And this is where we found this lighthouse, and you're going to see it coming up. They have your lighthouse salt and pepper shakers here. They have keychains. And then over here are the lighthouses that actually light up. So that's for $25.99. You can see it there. It's turned on right there. And the light part of the lighthouse is actually very sparkly. It's beautiful. We had to grab that. They do also have the one on the ship, which is like $130. So if you're unable to spend $130 or just don't want to spend that much for a lighthouse centerpiece, that is a reasonable price to take a little piece of Ocean Cay home. Now, this is a new setup that they have for their shirts here. I love how they just show it there in the frame what the shirt is, and then they have them folded underneath. So a lot of new things and organization that they have done as far as the gift shop goes. They have some new picture frames there. I love that Ocean Cay bag. I'm just noticing that now. A lot of flamingo merch. If you've been watching my videos before, you know I am flamingo obsessed. And more items here. They have the pineapple sippers. You have some water flasks here, tumblers. I love all of the new stuff that has come out. These hats are new as well. Some of these match the shirts, which is nice. So here we are, we're passing that ice cream shop. We are making our way to the beach that has our umbrella rental. So for this day, we did do the umbrella rental. Over here, they have this boho buffet area, which is their new buffet. So yes, that's included. So now they officially have 2 buffets available. Now, I completely forgot about that because the area that we were at was far from there. So I would have loved to record what items they have there. As of now, I don't know if it's the same buffet items as the other buffet, if that makes sense. All of those things. I'm not sure, but MSC is definitely making an effort to have more items, more food. They do have food trucks as well that has like your traditional hot dogs, hamburgers, and I will show you that up ahead. So here is that umbrella rental area. You can see they have everyone together now. Normally we like going a little bit farther, like towards where the lemon sharks are, and you're going to see the sharks up ahead in the video as well, so stay tuned. Now, these are the items that they have to eat. You have your burgers, you have barbecue pork ribs. Their buffet is probably one of my favorite buffets. It's just delicious. Now, apparently that boho buffet, it closes a little bit later. This one closes at 2 o'clock. So just keep that in mind. So you could see over there that shadow in the water and people taking pictures. That is the shark. Keep in mind those sharks are friendly. If you leave them alone, they're going to leave you alone. And people just love taking pictures and videos of them because they come around very often. And there's that beautiful Bimini water that Ocean Cay is known for. You just really can't beat the beauty. And there's the shark once again. I have to admit, the first time that we saw the 2 sharks, they have 2 resident sharks, I believe, we were scared to death because we didn't know if they bite or what was going on, but people that have had previous experiences with them did explain, okay, look, they're friendly. And you can see them up close in my other videos of Ocean Cay. I've gotten better footage of them. This time around, I just didn't want to have to run in there, and I have my baby. So moving along, they have some entertainment here at the bars. So I really feel like MSC Ocean Cay, even though it's not on the level as Royal Caribbean's Coco Cay as far as the kids splash pad area, I really feel that they're trying to do more and create more things. Maybe in the future they will build a little splash pad area for the kids, which would be nice, but they are making steps towards making it better. So for instance, they do have that second buffet now available. They have the food trucks available all around the island. And you can see they have their marine center that they're building. And fun fact, they're also building a second little mini island that is rumored to be for the yacht club members. So you have that to look forward to if you enjoy cruising yacht club. I definitely want to try yacht club one time around because everyone says it is just an amazing experience. So here we are making our way to the Lighthouse Beach. I did see on social media that they have a little boat with a lighthouse on the front of it. That's a nice little picturesque area that you will see. But you can see here what I meant as far as it being just a beautiful picturesque beach. The water is clear. Those stingrays that you saw previously in the video, they do make their way out when everyone comes to the beach. But once the ship is leaving, they make their way back into their home. And that's a little beach shack food truck. And you can see the colorful umbrella rentals. We came to this area of the beach probably around 5 o'clock because we were leaving a little bit later this day. So you can see that little boat picture area. And then just panning over and showing you the island when it's around sunset time. Now, around this time, we were making our way to watch the lighthouse show. The lighthouse show was around 7:30 p.m. And then I believe the second one was at 7:45 when it was time for us to leave. We departed, I believe, 8 o'clock. So I think that's a nice little touch that when you're leaving the island, that's kind of like a send-off, you being able to see that lighthouse show. That's always a favorite of ours. And you can see those stingrays, they're making their way back under their net to go back home now that they know everyone is gone from the beach, which I thought was pretty funny. And if you go through my YouTube channel, I do have other videos. We have rented a cabana here before at Ocean Cay. So if you want to see the cabana tour, just go ahead. I'll try and link it in along with this video as well. I obviously do the umbrella rental tour and explanation. But overall, Ocean Cay is definitely a favorite of ours. I recommend this 10 out of 10. And if you're watching this and you're not subscribed already, please take the time to click that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, as always, you guys. And we were just amazed by the stingrays you could see in the beginning of the video and even towards the end of the video, because we didn't know how they got through that net. But then we realized after watching them that they do wiggle their way under, and you could just see the school of fish. It was just so funny to us that the sea life almost knew that the humans were out of the water. So now everyone was going back into their territory. And just showing you that here. And then coming up, I'll be showing you a little bit of that lighthouse show. In my other videos, I also showed it for longer periods of time. I feel like this time around the show was different than before. And I don't know if that's just because it had been a month since we've been there, but... And now I'm going to show you the little lighthouse that we purchased. You could just see the detail, how cute it is. It is definitely an exact replica of the lighthouse. And it's just such a nice souvenir to be able to take home. It's something that you can carry in your suitcase easily. It comes in a nice little box. And then you can see how it is watching the lighthouse show from the infinite ocean view room. And I feel like it's pretty much the same as if you have a traditional balcony. Last time, a month ago, we did have the balcony, and it's literally the same exact thing, being able to watch it. You can see hubby there. I have him on blast there. And I'm going to go ahead and let the lighthouse show for the rest of the video. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay magical. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, A Disney Bride's Diary. So in this video, I have combined our sea days number 5 and number 6 together in one video. And I wanted to show you guys the new things that we tried, such as the Cliffhanger. I'm also going to include some food options that we've had, as well as the new inaugural show that they tested out for the first time on our sailing, which is called Odyssey. So as you can see here, I'm showing you Cliffhanger. So on the left hand side is the line if you have not made a reservation on the app or picked a time ahead of time. The line on the right, which is the shortest one, is for those that have made a time slot reservation, and that can be done through the MSC app. Now, before you ride the Cliffhanger, you do have to sign a waiver. So you would go to that little kiosk that you see to the right hand side. And then to ride the Cliffhanger, it does cost $5. And once again, that's something that you can do through the app. You reserve your time slot and then you pay the $5, and you can just show up at your allotted time to the line on the right hand side and get on quickly. Now, if you don't want to have to go through that as far as reserving your time, then you would just go to that left line on the left hand side that you see and just show up and wait for your turn. But this is about 1 minute and 36 seconds of swinging. And actually, just looking back now, it's about almost 2 minutes of swinging. And it'll be the longest 2 minutes of your life, because it doesn't look like such a big deal looking at it from at this angle. But when you're up there and you're swinging over the sea, it's an amazing experience. And you are held in that swing by a metal lap bar. I didn't feel in danger at all at any point. A lot of people ask how the experience was, but it felt very sturdy. You don't feel wobbly or anything like that. If you're afraid of heights, I just recommend going for it. That way you could say you had that experience of swinging over the ocean, because where else can you do that at sea? Now, as you can see here, they also had their Lego parade. And they had 2 different times for it in the day of our sea day. And this was just so adorable. And you'll be able to see in this video that the characters come out, they do a little dance number, and then you can also take pictures with them as well. And if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed yet, please take the moment to subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching the videos. As always, like, comment below. And moving along, in this video, I'm also going to be showing you Tour de Brunch, which is the brunch on sea day. They only have that one day out of the sea day. For us, it was on Thursday out of our 7 days. And also up ahead, I'll be showing you the menu of all the thrill rides and the water rides, what's included, what's free, what you have to pay for. You'll be seeing the go-kart area, as well as just exploring other parts of the ship. And then, like I said, we'll be ending it with that inaugural show, Odyssey, and as well as the light show that they have in the World Promenade nightly. I'm also going to be giving some tips along the way. A lot of people ask if the MSC World America is a family-friendly ship. And I think the videos pretty much explain themselves. I mean, this is amazing. Where else at sea can you get a Lego parade where they have the characters come out and you can take pictures with them? They also do have a completely separate Lego area, which I've shown in some of my other videos, which I will link below. They have splash pads for the younger toddlers and infants, and they have the bigger water slides for the bigger kids. They have the lighthouse slide, which I believe is more for like kids ages 5 and up. It just depends on how tall they are. And then of course you have the jaw drop slide, which you saw there in the World Promenade. That is free of charge. And then just showing you our sea day views from our infinite ocean view balcony. And then this is one of our dinner nights. This chicken was absolutely delicious, marinated with pasta. And then we have, I believe, a sirloin here. And then fish and chips, which were delicious. And then here is the light show. And like I said before in other videos, this is at 10:15 every night. And they do play it with music. And I think I'm going to be doing a separate food video as well because I have so many food videos that I've included in the sea days. I just want to do that separately. That way I can name all the food options that there are and the different menus for the different nights. So just stay tuned for that as well. And here we have views of the candy shop, the jaw drop slide, as well as the sports bar. Now at the sports bar, you can order sports bar type food items. It does come at a charge. I didn't get the menu for that, but the food options were pretty good. Now this is a beautiful view here from one of the bars on deck 20. And then this was White Night. And White Night was a fun night. Everyone was literally dressed in white. Normally on a cruise ship, it's kind of mixed. Like you'll see some people not dressed in white colors. But this one, the good majority of the people on the cruise were dressed in white for this night. And it's just fun when everyone dresses up for the different themes. And that's my son here. He's just enjoying the vibes and just checking out the crowd. And then coming up is some pizza, donuts, ice cream, fries, chicken tenders. And this is from the pizza area. Then in one of the little piano bar areas where they play music, my husband decided to get a Mai Tai. And that's what I'm showing here. And this is this little bar area. And kids are welcome to join and see the shows. There were some kids dancing on the dance floor. And this is just a side note. If you do have kids and you're in an infinite ocean view room, you do have to sign a waiver in order for your window to work. So just keep that in mind that on the first day that you board, you want to go ahead and sign that waiver because you want to enjoy the window views and be able to roll that window down. We figured it out like on the second or third day because originally I thought it was just because of the wind, because sometimes they will keep the windows up for the wind or different weather, but nope, we just had to sign that waiver. And here I am showing the promenade area here. And here's tour to brunch. So I chose to go with the Pain Perdue and the shashuka, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And basically the shashuka is with a fried egg. It has tomato in it. Absolutely delicious. Highly recommend it. And then we got mac and cheese for my son. My husband opted for steak and eggs as well as the burger. And this is the Pain Perdue here. And then showing you the ocean views from our room once again. Now, I think if you have kids, an infinite ocean view room is the best because you just feel more safe as far as them not being able to run out onto a balcony. Now, over here, La Boca Grill, this is complimentary pizza. I love how on the pool decks they have just pizza to go. They also have fries, chicken tenders, burgers, hot dogs that you can just grab and go, which is super convenient. And they also have these desserts in here. They have cookies, little brownies, and you can take those and go. I'm going to be showing you just a little area here of the gym just to give you an idea of what they have. And it's a pretty big, decent sized gym. This was us just walking around on our sea days and just recording all of the things. So once again, this is more food that you can just grab and go. Potato salad. I absolutely loved it. It was delicious. And here is the botanic pool area. This is on the second deck park, so you just have an idea of all the seating that they have available. So many nice places to just chill out and relax. And I find that on sea day nights or just nights in general on the ship, it's just fun walking around and exploring. At this time, they had a teens pool party. So if you do have a teen, they do have the cool pool party that's blocked off just for them. And this is Doremiland. These are the hours of operation and the ages. And just so you know, childcare is only available for 6 months and up. And this is a little play area for 2 years and under. And at this point here, you can just come in and play with your child. My son just loved coming to this room at night and being able to play with all the toys. Because, you know, on cruise ships, they don't have their toys to enjoy usually if you don't bring them. And making our way around the ship once again, they do have that elixir bar. And they do have Italy, which is an Italian restaurant that you do have to pay for. And this pub area here, they did have good music playing. You can get your pub bar bites. And there is a charge to that. And they do have the barber shop here, which was closed at the time that we were walking around. And that's pretty cool. I like the old style barber feel. And then once again, the lanai area, here's that ice cream shop and all the picturesque opportunities that there are. Now for Odyssey, fun fact, if you are booking one of these popular shows that are sold out, you want to make sure you arrive at least 30 minutes before showtime to get a good seat because it gets pretty hectic. Now there was one Cirque du Soleil show, I forgot the name of it, but we had booked it. And we arrived about 5 minutes before the doors open. And that was a big mistake because at that point they had already let in the people with reservations. And we had our kids and everyone was literally rushing. It was madness. So I do recommend to line up for those shows at least 30 minutes before. So you're just relaxed. You can get your seat and you have no issue. So I'm going to go ahead and let the show play. Once again, this is Odyssey. You're going to see them doing some fun little flip arounds. And this was the inaugural show. This is the first time that they had performed it on MSC World America. So I'll go ahead and let that play and I will come back to you after it is done. these shows are about 30 to 45 minutes long, so keep that in line when you're booking your other shows, because we had booked Queen Symphonic about 10 o'clock and this show started at 9:30. We thought it was going to be done in 30 minutes, but nope, it went until 10:15, so we ended up missing the second Queen Symphonic show. So just a little heads up when you're booking and making your show reservations. The end of the show, and I would have to say all of the shows on the ship were so entertaining. This one was amazing. I would have loved to experience the Cirque du Soleil one, because apparently there's an actual person that was in Cirque du Soleil in that show, but like I said, it got hectic and we just had to leave with our kids. But anyways, coming along here, I'm showing the arcade area. This is the main arcade area. I forgot which deck it's on, but it's pretty cool. It has all your main arcade games, and they also have another arcade room on another deck where it's a smaller one, and it's where the pizza place is. And just show you the decor around. So this one's called the Hall of Games. And then you have your Formula One race cars. Now this is the area where they have the basketball court, which also doubles as a go-kart area. So those are during certain times. The go-karts aren't running all the time, as well as the basketball court, since they both double as the same. They also have a pickleball tournament, which they use the basketball court as well. And just showing you the menus there in the Family Harbor area. That food is complimentary as well. And this is that kiosk that I was talking about that you would go to and sign your waivers if you're going to be doing the Cliffhanger, or of course this ropes course at the top. And I love this at night. It's so cool. At this time of the night, it was probably about 10, 11 o'clock. So obviously none of these things are open. And coming up at the kiosk, I will show you the board that shows you what's free, what you have to pay for. Basically, the only thing you have to pay for is the Cliffhanger, which is $5. And that ropes course looks so cool. Let me know in the comments below if you would do that. I'm always afraid of those ropes course. I just don't want to fall off of it. Even though you have your strap or your harness on you, still. So here, if you pause the video, you can see what is for kids, what's for adults, what's free, what needs bookings, what needs reservations. And once again, that MSC app comes in super handy and helpful. And the Lighthouse Kids Play area here, I believe that closes around 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. So just keep that in mind. And I just think it's so cool. I love how it's a replica of the Ocean Cay Lighthouse. And once again, I do have an Ocean Cay video that's going to be coming up. I cannot wait to show you guys the new things that I found, the new merchandise that they have out. And if you're a Lighthouse fan, they do have some Lighthouse items that I cannot wait to show you. And this is the Greek restaurant here in the World Promenade area, just showing the views and how pretty it looks. And this Greek restaurant is for a charge. I think I stated that before in my other videos. They have calamari, your traditional Greek bites. Anyways, guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're thinking about MSC World America, just do it. It's an amazing cruise ship. We had a blast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay magical.